Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we continue. Let me explain quickly about the model. What happen, we get in the model, it gets a very good architecture. When you don't generate a model, it count each of them right there a table. Branch table, campus table, chiefdom table, company setting table, will be incident table and all. Then table are waiting at this back end. While open, it generates all the tables and you see the table here. Now they all leak out for me because each table will get a form interface for itself for coder. So you say, you know what? Let the database in at the front end already. But what you do, just like we get this backend again, we get the name of the database now. In this database, what we call student manager DB. Now you get all the table now. Now the same thing the model they do back. It gets the parent model. When I look at student manager DB model. Once you click this one, it will give all the tables away there. You don't see. So what you do, it will create this and the data sets. And data sets here now in we call table. Then it creates a variable. What you do, it put a plural to this guy, then if you want to access this table now, you can access and just press the control and keyboard. Then you can you click this guy, it will go open for you the branch table. In the branch table, you will see all the fields already inside there. Okay, branch ID, how we declare an integer. You get branch name, how we declare a string. Branch city in a string. Branch address na string, branch phone number na string, meaning a text. It does take account of the date, all I declare. The beauty about him, when you come to the big model now, he only care about text. Now yeah, this one it creates this one as an entity. It creates a model. Look at here. Good. You don't see. So what you do? You get a model builder. The model builder, if you want to understand better, watch my previous video. You create an entity in the model builder when are the data sets. In the data set, now in it use for counts. Each one, these are the name. This one, now the city. Each one, this are the address. But what I want to talk about the word each one. Now the one the winner text. Only in the scenario. If not to text, let me watch for phone in ID. If you come to this guy, we click again, look the ID now what's in an integer. So since an integer, now numeric, they create a model builder for him. So if you add any field, make sure that if the field now numeric, you don't need for can copy here, you paste an editor as a model viewer. Now you pull this guy and see. As say dots, it will count for you the fields already inside there. You don't see? If I put ID there, look watch. It will give error. Why it will give the error? Look the error now. You see give red now. Because now integer, the Unicode, the ASCII character code, where the designer now for text only. So as a result, we don't need that. What we need? Now only text. For a deeper understanding, watch all my videos then. Okay. Now this only I think I have explained. So any field where you want to see, log on to student application quick one. Okay, student application. We click on all the fields same way they. Good. You don't see? All the fields same. Only something that way very, very important. Where I want for show now. What's important now I want for show now? You see student application documents. You get relationship with student application. Then also the student table also then here. What you do? I'm sorry, what I talk about here. Then I have foreign keys them. Meaning they get direct relationship with the student application. So all foreign key they count. If you get 10 foreign keys, 10 tables that will link to this man, it will link the all now. Now we watch into a branch table. If we click this one, we open branch table. You know they see what we see at the other end. You know they. So automatically, if you come to student application, you can then back you open. Not only under, you can then you look for student application. Student registration, student application. You don't see this end you know the see under because the student, the branch not gets any foreign key, but this one gets a relational key. Now make you see this one so it's low we watch now all the fields so we see we go for see them all. You see the application ID, the person first name, middle name, last name. Then why you see this how we call them component model. This one we call them component model. This one are for help you for restrict your variables. You don't tell you say this now a key, this is a key. Then you don't tell you say this now the length of character then here now 20. You will also able to extend them in case let not truncate. Good. This now a required field. If you don't want to be required field, you can put this required now. Whether person writes first name or you know write first name, the team for you to accept them. So now in this deal with this all these are for the length of characters. Say take come to the end. Then we come back to good date of birth, the photo. We use a byte, now a binary. Now for let enable accept whatever length of code some syntax and way we get for use into this photo because they're all day into weight. So rather the data type we use for photo na byte, not to string, not to int, not to anything na byte for photo images. Good. What's difficult in coding for handle are two things. One, the picture. Second, the date for handle them. The anything they are them very crucial for very be careful when you decode it. They make your whole project become stuck. So take your time, country, region, district, chiefdom, village, prefer area mode of instruction, distance, center, the area where is minor, the area where is major. You don't see the minor and major. Meaning if I get you know so way you select your module for a particular semester, you get the one when are core, you get the one when are optional. Now in this now way you do a selection. Then home address, all the way there and then at the table. If you develop a database now, watch this one, you know exactly whose fields and what's in the data type them. Yana varchar now you mean by string. Varchar 50. Good. Now you database. The phone number string. Why put string? Because sometimes for put plus. So man they say plus 232. Email address string. The religion, the marital status, education start date and end date. Then the education school or college where somebody don't do in degree, in masters for most school. Then in certificates. Then the working experience if you're a master holder. Then the end date, what's your employer. Then the working experience contract, whose position you don't get, the next of kin. Now make you see them fields they are aware now working experience, don't make it required. The reason being, nothing required there. The reason it's now optional areas, not to everybody go, not to you put required. Now from the database. Now how you tailor your database, now so it count for you, it generate for you exactly. If you come now your database now, you come to student application, you say designer, anywhere way you not say null. If you say this null, it means it's not required. In fact, they accept primary key for be done. If you can you say null, it means This one a required field, but if you pull her, it means, I'm sorry, we say null, not required. If you pull her, it means now required field. You don't see. So now you do the restriction. You just generate the code for you at the front end so that you go able to know exactly so you tailor your database. So next of kin is required. You don't see. Now so you set on the database. If you don't want to so, you can change on the database as well. Then you don't see. You can the date of your application status, whether they don't accept you or not. For the one day we don't see it was, this are required field because now enroll into the university, whether degree or not degree, whether masters or no masters, would expect if you don't get it was. At which sitting? If now first sitting is required, first sitting is required. You don't see? First sitting required. But second sitting not required because something that one result you get. You don't see? Something that one result you get. Now make you see first sitting, we put an index. Why you make an index? Because they put like first sitting command, second sitting command. We'll therefore use the for loop. The for loop different with the for each loop. Where they check into your database. The for in they use the index very fast. The for each in they use index, they use the element itself. You don't see? So it is time consuming than the for loop. We want let the application be much more faster. Now make we put index now in your database was index number 1. You don't see? Then we would go access the application and the fields here. Would rather take the index than taking the year directly. The was here. And the same thing here back again for second sitting. And so we do. But in optional because we not get for use the I column. Come on. We not get for use the second result because maybe something now one sitting you get all the requirements in. Then at the end of the day, the payments receipts pin. If you don't pay in a bank, one for see that pin day. Then the college where you want for enrolled. If you disability or not, yes or no. You require one for no. Other disability info in optional. Then the name of bank where you go pay the amount we pay. I don't see. Then would I do this entering for you? One for no deposit. Good. Then the districts will come up from now. One for no your nationality, your program, the region. I think so far. Then we see them fields here because this application tie. So another application. You see, it tied to one student document. You know, student documents are in tied to student file type. You don't see. Then also the messaging. We have to send SMS message to students and then the student table also. I think with this single table way big, you don't do for understand the other tables them all, and only for explain all the table again. This and the table this way big past all the table them. You know, see if you go to student table, now yeah, and also you see in foreign keys away title, and then this. Then watch again in field same. See in field same. But anyone who want for code is see them. So we don't need for worry at all. You're able to see all you want who want for who go for code. See in relationships them. Good. So now you make it get for build your database very, very structured before ever you they come into this. Else when you miss the database end, you are gone forever. Once again, let we keep relaxed and get started down into we controller and views. Proper one.